guys, welcome to part 2 of how to make a simple shooting game in Scratch. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make an enemy sprite and also making a few adjustments to your code. Let's get started. So to start off, I'm going to make a few adjustments because as you can see, if we start the game, you can see we can shoot, but you can also see that the bullet is coming out from the center of the player. The bullet is coming out from the center of the player. That's not what we want. We want the bullet to be coming out from the gun. So what we're going to do is go to the laser sprite, and we're going to go and come to this when I start as a clone script. So what we're going to do here, go to motion and grab move 10 steps. You're going to put this ahead of point in direction of player, or actually you're going to put it behind it, okay? And now try it. As you can see, it moves there. That's a bug. That is not what you want. What you actually want to do is put the move 10 steps ahead of the point direction, so then it will first point to the direction and then it will move 10 steps. Now if you can see it comes out a little farther than it did before, but keep adjusting it until you get it right. So I'm gonna set it to 70. Let's see. This is too far, so I'm gonna change it to 40. 40 is good, but I think I want 45. Oh, I put 445. Okay, 45. Now I think this is good. As you can see now, before it was coming from here, now it's coming from here. So this is good. Now it looks way better. And also, I thought that the player is moving a little too fast. So we're just gonna fix that real quick. I'm gonna fix the up arrow thing. I'm gonna change this to 6. I think this might be better because you can, this is way better because the bullets cannot keep up on how fast the player is moving. I'm also gonna change this. I think I'm gonna change it to 8. Just keep in mind all of these numbers, like the speed, the rotation, you can change it to however you want, any speed you want. You can make it go like 1000 miles per hour if you wanted. But I think this is better. I think for me personally, I think this is better. So now that we made our small adjustments, let's make our enemy. So to start making our enemy, we're going to duplicate the player. We're gonna go to costumes and delete the gun. Once you delete the gun, now what you're going to do is you're going to come here and rotate this to a slightly different position so it like reaches out. So like it reaches out like it wants to get you. So like I'm gonna make this a little smaller, like this. I think I'm gonna make it a little in because it looks like it's actually trying to hug someone. That would be funny. Now let's just do the same for the other one. Keep in mind you can make your player and zombie as different as you want, but for me I think I'm gonna stick to a simple design. Now I'm gonna change the color of the head to a kind of nice red to make it like an enemy. Okay, so we have our enemy and player. Let's start coding. So before we code, make sure that you remember to get this good habit of naming everything. It makes it easier for you to code and get it easier. So now delete these scripts. Now let's start making our new script. So event, go to events, event flag clicked, go to looks and get hide. and also get show for later. Now the events, we have a when flag clicked, get a forever loop, and then also grab wait 1 second. I'm gonna keep it wait 1 second, and I'm going to create a clone of myself right here. Now what this is going to do is going to make a new enemy every 1 second. Okay, so now when I started the clone, first of all we need to show, then we need to go and go to X and Y, set the Y. Okay, let's see what we should set the Y to. So we wanted to come from that side, so let's get here, let's bring it there. We need to set it to X, let's go 250, X 250, okay? We have X 250, and now for Y, we're gonna use an operator, pick random. So put it in, and now I'm gonna set it to negative 170 to positive 170. So now as you can see, if we start it, it will create a clone. As you can see right here on the edge, it's creating new and new clones and it's choosing a random Y position. So now we're going to make it point towards the player. So go to motion, go to point towards, and change it to point towards player. Now that we have changed it to point towards player, actually what you're going to do is you're going to go to control first and get a forever loop, and then you're going to put forever point towards player. And then what you're going to do after this is you're going to try it out, make sure your code works. They should point towards the player no matter what. This is good, okay? So now we're also going to make it go forward. So what you're going to do is you're gonna grab a move 10 steps and just put it here. Now if you see, you can see that you can see that the enemies are coming and it's glitching. It's so fast. So we're gonna change the steps. We're gonna change it to 5 steps. Let's try it now. So we can see that the enemies are coming. They're still quite fast. So we're gonna change it. You can keep this wherever you want. I think maybe 2 will work. No, 2 is a little too slow. We don't want this game to be too hard. Too easy. So I think I'm gonna set it to 3. I think 3 should do it. Yeah, I think 3 is best for now. So now that we have this, let's make it so when the laser collides with the enemy, it will delete the enemy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the laser script. You can see here that you can see this piece of code when I started the clone. Repeat until touching edge, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to go to operators, and you're going to get the OR and grab touching edge and put it into one of them, and put this in to repeat until or touching enemy. So now let's see, the laser should disappear when it touches the enemy. As you can see, you can see that the laser disappears when it touches the enemy. Now we need to make the enemy disappear. So what we're going to do is we're gonna come to enemy. It says point towards player and move 3 steps. We're gonna take it out, delete the forever loop, and grab a while. We're going to grab a repeat until. Okay? We're going to repeat until. Put this code in. Repeat until touching. Repeat until touching mouse pointer. And we're going to change that. We're going to change it to repeating laser, to touching laser. So now it should work. So now let's start the game. And you can see the enemies are coming towards the player. And they're stopping if it touches the laser. So now we are also going to put an OR statement here and take this out, putting it here, and grab touching mouse pointer and change it to touching player. And now after this, what you're going to do is you're just gonna put delete this clone. And now it should function as it needs to. As you can see, you can shoot out the enemies, and the enemies disappear when they touch the player. Thank you all so much for watching this episode. More episodes will come out in the future. Make sure you watch those too. If you haven't watched part 1, make sure you watch part 1 because it has some other really nice tactics that you're going to be using for your future Scratch projects. For now, bye.